Good afternoon. Day 33 has ended early, and it also ended with the exact same witnesses that was presented by the defense on day 32, a day earlier. But again, the big story was the testimony of Eulalio Diaz of the Land Registration Authority. If you recall, Diaz was the one who gave the prosecution the list of 45 properties that have been proven to be inaccurate. It seems that this list of properties actually that were supposed to be allegedly owned by Corona actually have names of properties that are owned by other people that have been canceled, and others under the names of his family members, including his daughter as well as his wife. Now, the defense reviewed today the list of 45 properties and enumerated the 17 properties that have been canceled from this list, either because it was sold or transferred. But the point is, they no longer belong to the Coronas. Now, of these 17 titles canceled from the list, 45 minus 17 means there were 28 remaining. Now, the defense argues that only 16 are under his name. Now, if you recall, the Chief Justice declared only 5 properties in his salience. So there is still a discrepancy of 11 properties that have yet to be explained. Now, we kind of got closer to this explanation towards the end of the trial when Senator Judge Ralph Recto came to the stand and tried to clarify what exactly these properties were. Now, his calculations was that 11 properties were left according to the prosecution. Now, this, as you can tell, is different from the properties that the defense says still is under Corona's name. So again, there's still much confusion there. But now, Senator Recto was going with the prosecution number. And of the 11, it turns out that 4 of the properties were in the name of his children, and which leaves us with 7 properties. Now, 7 minus 5, which is the number of properties already declared by Corona in his salience, leaves 2. Now, the prosecution, however, when they were asked what 2 properties were still in debate, they were only provide 1, which is Xavierville Lot 6A, which was next to a property that has been declared in the salience of Corona since 1971, but as donations. So again, there's still much confusion, and not much has been settled on day 33, despite hopes that Diaz would be able to clarify this. Now, Diaz was again berated by Senator Judges for providing this inaccurate list. There were accusations or implications that Diaz had actually been in cahoots with the prosecution, in the words of Senator Judge Jinggoy Estrada. Diaz has been the former classmate of President Aquino in grade school, and there were some implications that he had exaggerated the list to help Aquino and to make Corona look bad. There were also some confusions in his testimony. Diaz had earlier said that it would take 3 days to generate a list. However, in a different, when he was being questioned by a different senator judge, he said that he could come up with a list immediately. There was also some confusion in the method that he used to generate this list. Why were the namesakes included? Who told him to include this? As well as complaints by the presiding officer on why Diaz had started with the properties in Metro Manila. It was revealed today by Diaz that the list of 45 properties, the inaccurate list of 45 properties rather, that he gave to the prosecution and was then released to the media, only includes properties in Metro Manila. Presiding Officer Juan Ponce Enrique questioned why this list did not include properties in Batangas, where Corona is from. Let us now listen in on the press conference ongoing right now by the defense.